What's going on, Genius Nation? It's your man, Dr. Will, and you guys know the deal. Let me know what city, what state, what country you are chiming in from. Even if you're watching this on the replay, let me know what city, what state, what country you are chiming in. If you're watching this on YouTube, remember to subscribe, hit the notification button. We're on our way to 1 million subscribers, and you could help us get there. So hit the subscription button. If you're watching it inside the Facebook group, go to my Facebook page, Dr. Will Speaks. If you're not subscribed, subscribe. We're on our way to 1 million subscriptions. All right, guys. So today I want to talk to you guys about controlling what you can control. I was watching a show last night, Million Dollar Listing. I think it was the New York Crew, maybe. Million Dollar Listing, and one of the realtors on there, Ryan, is an old episode, but he was having a breakdown because he felt as though the walls were closing in on him. The walls were closing in on him, and he felt like everything was just out of control. And he got home, and his wife saw that he was frantic, and she began to try to calm him down. And he began to cry, and she was telling him, "Hey, you gotta take a step back. You gotta bring it down." And so she began to encourage him to just handle the things that he can control. And that's what I want to share with you. A lot of times we feel as though we're losing control, and we feel as though things are out of control. They're out of our hands. But in life, what you'll realize is that you just have a small circle, like this circle on my shirt. You have a small circle of things that you can control. Many things are outside of your control, and we feel out of control, and we feel as though we don't have control. Is those times when we're trying to control the things we can't control. So you're going to feel out of control. You're going to feel like you're losing control when you're trying to control things you don't have control over. Does that make sense? You got to think about that. You're only going to feel out of control, or if you're losing control, when you're trying to control things you don't have control over. As an example, none of us have control over the weather. None of us have control over the weather. So it's no sense of getting frustrated, upset, angry about the weather. You get the information about the weather. Today it's going to rain. Today it's going to be sunny. Today it's going to be snowing. And you just make the adjustments to that information. But to try to control it would only frustrate you because you can't control the weather. A lot of times we try to control other people. We try to control other people, and you can't control anyone else. You can only control what you can control, and that's you. And so for me personally in my life, I try to manage the things that I can control. And I try as much as possible not to put my life, not to put my time in other people's hands, because then I'm giving away my control. So in my life, I like to control my activities. I like to control my time as much as possible. And so this is how I manage to always, the word I like to use is not balance, but always be in harmony, because I'm always controlling the things that I can control. With other people, I can have conversations with them. I can make suggestions to them, but I can't control them. I can only control me. So when you understand that you can control your happiness, you can control your character, you can control your integrity, you can control your perspective on life. You can control your choices. Those are the things that you have control over. And so the more you begin to focus on the things that you can control, you always feel like you're in control. If you focus on the things that you have control over, you'll always feel like you're in control. So I want you guys to think about that this week, today. Think about, if I'm feeling kind of stressed out, is it because I'm trying to control things I can't control? I got a flat tire. I can't control that. What can I control? I can control calling AAA. I can control changing the tire. I can control calling someone for help. But I'm not going to focus on the thing that I can't control. Asking yourself, man, why did this happen to me? Why did I get a flat tire? You can't control that. You'll never get that answer. They may give you the reason why you got a flat tire. You rode over some glass. You rode over a nail. You rode over something. They can give you a reason why you got the flat tire, but nobody can tell you why you got the flat tire. So that's a waste of your energy. It's a waste of your intelligence. It's a waste of your brilliance to try to figure out, why did this happen to me? And so most people think in that vein, trying to, why? You can't control that. You have a loved one who dies. Can't control understanding why they died, the timing of why they died, how they died. That's out of your control. What you can control is how you're going to honor their memory. What you can control is the memories that you have with them and the memories you have about them. But the timing of why they died, the reason why they died, you can't control that. That's out of your control. But what you can control is how you're going to direct your emotions about that event. How you're going to direct your emotions about that event. How you're going to control your emotions during this event. You can control that. So, the Bible says, do not worry. So if the Bible says, do not worry, that means we have control over if we worry or not. The Bible says, do not worry. Do not worry. So if it's telling us to do not worry, that means we have control over worrying. And so you heard the phrase before, oh, she just worried herself to death, or he's just going to worry himself to death. They were in control of that journey. They were in control of that journey. And so for me, whenever I get into a particular situation, I always take a step back and I always ask myself, Will, in this situation, what can you control? What can you control? That same show, one of the realtors was having an event, and the caterer went to the wrong address. And so they weren't going to be back in time to set up and cater. Now, the realtor did everything, made the call, paid the money. And one of her colleagues came in and he was stressing out. Well, are they going to be here? What happens if they don't come? What happens if the people come? And then she says, we can't control that. What we can control is making sure that when the potential clients come in here, that we do a good showing, that we have the information to share with them. That's what we can control. And he wanted to keep focusing on, but oh my God, what are they going to, we promised them that there was going to be food. We can't control that there's not going to be any food. We can let them know it was our intent. We can explain to them what happened. If they're sensible people, they will understand that. If they're not sensible people, not reasonable people, nothing you say is going to make a difference anyway. So she was trying to explain to him, you got to learn to control what you can control. And that's for each and every one of us. Control what you can control. Control what you can control. You know, you're going for that promotion. Put yourself in the best position for that promotion. You know, if you're interviewing, do your best on that interview. That's what you can control. But their choice, you can't control that. If they hire you, great. If they don't hire you, that's out of your control. Don't try to figure out why they hired the other person. Don't make up a reason why they hired the other person. Just go on about your business, because that's your business. You can be in control of that. All right, guys. Hope this little thought, this daily insight helped you out today. Remember, if you're watching on YouTube, hit the subscription. If you're watching on Facebook, go over to my YouTube channel, Dr. Will Speaks. Hit the subscription button and hit the notification so you always know when we drop a video. All right, guys, as I always say, let's go out there and dominate. I'll see you back here tomorrow morning, 6 a.m.